What's up, everybody? I'm Meta Martin, and this is the very first video on my new channel, Meta Martinizer. Now, I'll go more into my tragic backstory and motivation later, but for right now, suffice to say, I'm in super intense training to become a video game hero. And, as part of that training, I have to read the stories of other heroes. And not just read them, but play them, many of them, because they're quantum literature, aka video games. But today I'm going to read to you a traditional book that is not quantum literature, it's just regular literature. You know, analog literature. But it's based on quantum literature. It's based on a video game called Blaster Master, whose cover art looks like this, except for the Worlds of Power shit at the top. And the Scholastic brand at the bottom. And this little thing here. That's what the box art looks like on the NES. Now you may be thinking, Blaster Master? What is this, a story about a guy who's really good at showing his nipples? You know, because of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they're talking about blasting their nips? Well, no, it's not about that. And I should know, because I'm the master at blasting my nips. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I better casually lift my shirt and show you guys my nipple. See, I'm the fucking master of blasting my nips. But this is not what this book is about. It's about a kid running around shooting his gun a lot. And that's what makes him the Blaster Master, because he blasts so much that he's a master. Almost sexual, isn't it? So yeah, this is one of many books based on video games in this series. They're all NES games. And one of my YouTube heroes is James Rolfe, known as the Angry Video Game Nerd. And he did a video where he basically reads the entire book of Mega Man. It's probably shorter than this book, because it's like a junior book. There were two junior books, and it's one of the junior books. But, you know, even a junior book, the only reason people watched that was because he was such a beloved YouTube celebrity. Anybody else reading that book, he would have like fucking 4 views or something. So I've decided to break it down into chapters and make a video for each chapter. And maybe they'll make it more interesting, and maybe I'll get more views overall than I would get if I had like a 2-hour video of me reading this book. Don't you think that's a great idea? That's how I've learned to strategize, and that's why this is my 4th or 5th YouTube channel. Because I've worked out all the kinks. It's all about that hardcore training, bro. But without further ado, let me begin reading this book 3 minutes into the video which bears its name. Blaster Master. Book created by FX9. If that's not a fake name, I don't know what is. Chapter 1. Rabik. Jason Frudnick stood outside the black door. Gray, steamy clouds whirled about his feet. He felt as if he were floating. Rabik. There it was again. That sound was driving him crazy. Something was behind that door. All he had to do was reach out and turn the knob. But a voice inside him said, run away, or you'll be sorry. Instead, he took a step forward. He couldn't stop himself. His fingertips stretched toward the knob, but he yanked them away. It was turn back now, or Rabik. That did it. He couldn't stand it any longer. He had to find out what was making that noise. Lunging forward, he gripped the knob. It stuck to his hand, and a frozen slime oozed between his fingers. He turned it. In the night stillness, the click of the latch sounded like a gunshot. With a deafening creak, the door opened. Inside the room, it was black, inky black. The black of the deepest spot in the universe, beyond stars, beyond light. Cold fear shot through Jason. His blood turned to ice. He peeled his hand off the knob. He wanted to turn and run, but his legs moved him into the room. The darkness swallowed him. He looked around. Nothing there. The noise must have been in his imagination. Okay, time to go. Rabik! Before he could move again, he saw it. It appeared in a blinding flash of light. Jason shielded his eyes. He couldn't see its shape, but he could tell one thing. It was huge. The size of a house. The size of a tyrannosaur back from extinction. Jason felt like an ant, a crumb. He knew he had to look at it. He had to see the thing that was about to destroy him. The light was forcing its way into his tightly shut eyes, and he opened them, slowly, into tiny slits. And what he saw made his jaw drop open in shock. He choked back a scream. It couldn't be! It was... No, he couldn't even think it! It was... What in the name of fuck was it? I suppose we'll have to find out in the next episode. And I hope you stay tuned to these episodes, because if I get a certain number of views on this series, I will read a strategy from one of my other books for this particular game. That's going to be my bonus feature. If I get enough views on these videos of me reading from the book, I'll do like I'll read from a strategy book, because I have those too. And also, today or tomorrow, I plan to post another book from this series, start reading that, and whichever has the most views, I'll make the most uploads on, or whatever. So something like that. I want to foster interaction on this channel, because that's how you get big, and that's how I will eventually achieve my goal of having my life story, or a version of my life story, turned into a video game, and then I'll be a character in that game, and that's how I'll be a video game hero. But until then, stay tuned to your own mind, and fight your own struggle against yourself, within yourself, and achieve whatever you want in life. Peace. Don't hate. And if you must hate, by all means, hate yourself and not others. All right.